Welcome to another walk in the series Plodding the Dales. Today I'll be doing about a 13-mile walk for the simple reason I only planned it last night. It's 10:15 and the nights are getting earlier and earlier, or it's getting darker a lot earlier. So 13 miles today, I think. I'm starting at a place called Grimwith Reservoir, which is along this road here, and I'll be walking across some open moors, moorlands, and it's bitterly cold this morning. So stick with me and we'll see how we get on today. Probably the same as all the other days. I get lost a little bit, break something, lose something. I have to be quiet though. The missus liked the last one. Just enough narration. This is the first view you get of Grimwith Reservoir. It's quite popular. There's a few people driven past, and there's people walking all along the reservoir, the dam part itself. I'm going to go round the opposite side, walk all the way along there to the trees in the distance and cut up a beck there if I can. I don't have much luck with becks. That in the distance is Apple Tree Wick Moor. Moor. You have to say it in Yorkshire, not more, moor. I could be Scottish as well, so I haven't got a clue. I'm terrible at accents. I mean, have you heard my own? There's a lovely car park at the top here, just behind me, and there's a circular route that goes all the way around, past the old ruin over there, all the way around the reservoir shore side, right to the distance, all the way back and along the dam over there, and it's 4.5 miles. One of the other walks I did, there was 3 signs on the one post, and everywhere I went was 4.5 miles. That is spooky. Little sailing club down here. Lovely sailing boathouse down there. But it's nice sailing there, but cold, but nice. This place is called Grimwith High Lathe, and lathe is from the Viking for barn, and it's a crook barn, and it's recognised as being very important in terms of the history of the area. So when they flooded the reservoir, they decided to preserve the barn. Which is a nice bit of information for you. I try and read up on all these things before I actually come out, because it just makes it that much more interesting. I think. I think they go round and will come up on me this way eventually. It's quite inspiring, that view, isn't it? It's a reflected landscape of shadows calling out from under the water. Yeah, Really is. Makes you want to be poetic. God knows. Still, sometimes when you see beautiful landscape like this, it moves you to come out with some really beautiful words, like Timothy Taylor, John Smith's, Guinness, you know, beautiful words. It's an important conservation area, this area. As you can see, it's very ripe for conservation. Anyway, it's important for birds, and I'll tell you some of the birds. The Eurasian widgeon, the lesser red poll, a whin-chat, sounds like something, a chicken chat or a merg chat, tasty, and a sedge warbler. They all come here, along with a lot of twitchers. It's a nice place to come if you're a sedge warbler or a whin-chat. Lesser spotted, what's it called? Lesser spotted, no it's not, it's a lesser red poll and a Eurasian widgeon, which is a European pigeon. Nice place to come though if you're one of those, or even just a crow. Right, enough of the conservation birds nonsense, the serious stuff. Food. No, I am hungry now. I work my way down there and you can see all the rustic bracken. I'm working up the little gully up there to the top, and on the top that's called Hebden Moor. Hebden Moor. It's open access, the majority of the land around here, but just that little bit that I want to go up isn't. And I can see a few cars down there, and I'm hoping it's not the shooting fraternity with the lead shot, because I don't want to get any in my butt. There is a lot of grouse shooting up on these moors. I've been up here before years ago. Not shooting or anything like that. I'm not a great believer in blasting little feathery things to bits in the name of sport. Right, can you hear the shooting? It's coming from over that direction, so I'm not going to be able to go up this bit. I'll get shot. I'll have to ask someone how far the butts go, because I've got to go miles across that way towards Kettlewell. Oh, I didn't tell you that, did I? Going to Kettlewell. There's a reason. Been here before. Oh, look at that now, beautiful. I'm not supposed to go up here anyway, so for once in my life I may just obey the rules. I have to go further left onto the open access land, and hope there's no restrictions. I couldn't find anything on the websites. And how can you restrict the whole of Hebden Moor? Some posh geezers down south. I don't know where they're from. Could be up north. Beautiful little place this though. Oh, look around this. Well, there's one of those birds. With a bit of lead in your butt. Oh shit. Sounds a bit close. There's a fellow up there with white flags. And he's either landing a plane or he's signalling for the birds to take off. Right, that in the distance is Grimwith Reservoir, which I walked round an hour or so ago, and I've had to take a bit of a detour to avoid being shot. It's always advisable to take a detour to avoid being shot. But to come all the way over here, this is the top of Hebden Moor. In the distance on the left of the reservoir is Apple Tree Wick Moor. All this area here is Hebden Moor, and I think it's Bleer Gill is the gill I was going to walk up, which you might just be able to see if I zoom in a bit in the distance. That is the start of Bleer Gill. I think there's some reservoirs over here, Bleer Reservoir as well. And work my way up onto Coniston Moor, which is in the distance, and Blackstone Edge. It's going to take some time because it's taken some time to walk this far. Still, better go because those clouds look really quite grey. That was tough going. Fortunately, I've just come up onto an old track. There's an old mine there, I think of lead mines. I saw a chimney over there in the distance, just on the edge, just sticking up. Because of the shooting, I've had to come across the moor here, Hebden Moor, and that was hard going. I was hoping to get on this track and make life a lot easier than the last walk I was on, because that was all across leg sapping moorland. But unfortunately, they worked it up me. I said earlier I was going up onto Coniston Moor. I am eventually. This is actually Grassington Moor, and I'm going up a thing here called Bycliffe Hill first to get to Blackstone Edge. When I get over here, I may have some nice views of the hills in the distance. I think that way is towards Skipton. Down here is a little village called Hebden, and then further along from Hebden is Grassington, hence this is called Grassington Moor. Don't forget the Uer, or I'll be in big trouble. It's supposed to be bright all day today, but fortunately it's not rained, but it's a bit cold when you stop. Hopefully I'll be able to make up some good time on this track now. I'm starving and that took a bit of time getting across the moor. There you go, there's the old chimney from the mines. There's a reservoir down there, and God knows what that's called. Alright, so I'm on the top of Bycliffe Hill. Right in the very distance over there is Grimwith Reservoir, and right now I know why it's called Grimwith, because it's freezing cold. I had to put my sunglasses on, not because it's sunny, as you can see it isn't, but the wind is really cold. It goes in your eyes and it really stings. Very moody up here today. Not me, I'm always in a good mood. The weather's very moody. See for miles over there. It's all Skipton and Craven district down that way. God, I wonder what they are over there. I'll work that out shortly. This is Grassington Moor, the top of it. Moor. I keep forgetting that. I don't know why, I am Yorkshire. I'm Yorkshire. That in the distance is Coniston Moor. I'm going down here, just going to follow this track down here and around there and along there, which is called Mossdale Scar. Behind me, the hills behind me are called Black Edge, and it's cold today. It's cold now. I'm hoping I haven't got to go right over the top, but knowing me, I am. If you follow this track down here to the left, you come to a place called Coniston Dib. It's a beautiful little scar through the hills either side. I did a walk a few weeks ago when it was nice and sunny, and then as you go through the Dib you turn left and you go along the Dales way towards Kettlewell. There's a lovely little village at Coniston, and then over the bridge and you come to Kettlewell, not Kettlewell, Kilnsey Crag and the Dorney Arms. No, it's not the Dorney Arms, the Tennants. It's altitude sickness, you know, or detox. Not had a beer since last night. This is Mossdale Scar, and underneath here is a cave system called Mossdale Caverns, and I don't know whether you can see, but the water just comes down here and then disappears into the cave system. It's quite a famous place for cavers, although not many come and actually cave in it, because in 1967 10 young lads went in here caving when it was in its early days of exploring the system, and they went quite a way in because it's absolutely massive, the system in here. 4 had had enough and came out, and having come out there was a flash thunderstorm, and within minutes the water started flooding the cave system, so they raised the alarm, and for days they were searching for the 6 fellas who were still in there, and it's so dangerous that only a few people could go in and then carry out the rescue. Anyway, they found them eventually and they'd all perished. The oldest was 26, the others were in the late teens. The coroner ordered the closure of the caves because it's so hazardous, and so no one was supposed to go back in, but the mates returned and went caving to try and find the bodies. They located the bodies, and they were so far in they couldn't bring them out, so what they did was they removed them into some higher passages that very rarely anyone ever gets to, and they buried them in those passages, and they're still in there now. So any cavers that come caving here, and not many do, but they all know the route through to the burial chamber, and they steer well clear of where their bodies remain in here. They reckon under the moors here, which is behind me, Grassington Moor and Coniston Moor, there's 250 miles of cave systems. That's a lot of cave systems. On the top of the hill, on Black Edge, there's a memorial to the 6 fellas that died here. In fact, I've just come across the plaque on the cave entrance. I think I can see the memorial for that disaster just on the top of the hill there. That's directly above the Mossdale Caverns and Mossdale Scar. Now, I've just walked along, crossed over the river and come along, and I come along to this, what's obviously a shooting lodge or a hunting lodge, whatever they call it. Nice location though, isn't it? I'm going to turn left here, walk my way along past all the shooting butts up onto the top of Coniston Moor, and then find a path to the route I'm taking towards Kettlewell. It's I read about that story on the internet last night when I was planning this trip. It's a real harrowing story. I found a piece on the Independent on their website. You should read it. It's truly an international cave rescue story at the time. It was people were watching it and paying attention to it on the news all over the world. What a way to go. Right, breath of fresh air. Put the darkness behind us and let's get up onto the hills. I'm coming towards the last descent of the day down this gully here. That stream there, or that beck there, goes all the way up, and in the distance is Great Whernside. Well, that beck is called Hagdyke Beck. Oh no, Hagdyke Gill, sorry. And just in the mist over there is Hagdyke, the scout hut, and the highest chapel in England, just behind it. I was there on one of these walks a few walks ago. The gill that runs up here is called Dauber Gill War, I think. Dauber Gill War, W-H-A-R-R. I'll check that out, just give me 1 second. Sorry, 2 seconds. Dauber Gill War, W-H-A-R-R. Behind me down here, this is known as Providence Lead Mines, which means down here somewhere is a pot called Providence Pot, and you can go in that pot and you can get a climb on your belly for 4.5 hours under that hill and come out on the other side. Now I don't know what it's called on the other side, Dow something or other no doubt, but I wouldn't want to be doing that. At the bottom of this gully or ravine or stream or beck or gill or war, what is it good for? Brilliant film, huh? A brilliant song as well. The film is that Chinese man. Right, Frankie is going down here into Kettlewell to have a beer with Frankie Goes to Hollywood written all over it. So let's get down there and find out what it's like, eh? So this is where those two Hag Dyke Gill and Dauber Gill War meet at the bottom. And as I was mentioning earlier, Providence Pot, whereby people climb down a hole into the subterranean world and climb for 4.5 hours. They go down here and you have to have ropes to get further down. It just goes down and down and down and down and you just disappear into the abyss, and they crawl on their bellies and go through some caves for 4.5 hours to get to Dow Cave on the other side of the mountain, which seems like a thing I wouldn't want to get into in a rush. So let's put this back before someone falls down it, never to be seen again. God, give me the shivers thinking about it. So all I've got to do now is follow a footpath which is on the map down into Kettlewell. What? It's that spitty rain, you know, very fine. I'm a bit damp. And my pants are damp. They've been slush into the river. Whoa. Not long now. I have 3 pubs to choose from: the Racehorse, the Bluebell, and the King's Head. All of them serving beer with my name written all over. So I have to have 3 pints. And then I'll call Mrs. to come pick me. To be fair, she's only 3 minutes around the corner. And she'll probably have a swift heart herself. I could walk back, it's only 2.5 miles over the another hills, but there's beer to be had. Follow it down here, all the way down. I think it's better than I can remember, because I came up the hill to go to the Hag's Dyke and it was way down there.
Induction, then destruction. Who wants to die? What is absolutely nothing. Say it again. What is absolutely say it. Say it. Dreams. He's got no place for the end today. They say we must fight to keep our freedom, but Lord knows there's gotta be a better way.
Frightened the pheasant. Oh, frightened another one. Right, before I slip over on the slippy surface, which has almost happened a few times, I'm introducing something new to today's plodding the Dales. It's competition time. Oh yes, I have 3 pubs to choose from to go into. As I said, it's the the race horse, the Bluebell and the King's Head. Now what I want you to do is just enjoy the last few scenic shots while I come in, but while you're doing that I want you to guess which pub I'm going in. The number will not appear on the bottom of the screen because it's totally rigged, like all of them. So you can't phone in. You don't win anything. I win a beer in the pub, whichever one I go into. But see if you get it right. The racehorse, the King's Head, or the Bluebell. Lovely little valley, this. Mainly because it comes out into a village called Kettlewell with 3 pubs. Any valley that finishes with 3 pubs is a lovely valley. On one of my other walks, Yorkshire Dales walks, I did Great Whernside, Buckden Memorial, Buckden Pike, down into Cray and then back to Kettlewell. Well, I came this route to start off and I've followed the line of the wall up towards Hag Dyke. And I think I pointed out then, Providence Prot, that way, Hag Dyke, that way. So all my walks are starting to link up now, because I must be walking all over the show. But the good thing about that is, at the end of this stream there's a road, at the end of this road is Kettlewell. Oh yes, and in Kettlewell we know what's there. But do you know which pub it is yet? Is it the Bluebell, the King's Head, or the Racehorse? I know which one it is, but then I'm running the competition, so I can't win. And I can't even inform friends or family. I've got to inform the missus, obviously, because she's picking me up. I'll have a pint first, and then I'll inform her, because by the time I get there, I'll be on number 2. I could do a crawl, couldn't I? Pub crawl. That's an idea, you know. I'm liking that one. Well, I'm just coming into Kettlewell now, so that's the end of the Plodding the Dales, number 5 I think it is. It's about 13 miles from the main road that leads up to Grimwith Reservoir and then over Hebden Moor, Grassington Moor, Coniston Moor, and then down Dauber, Gill, Woor, and all the way down here past Providence Pot. I hope you've enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad a route, didn't get shot, wasn't far off, and I'm coming to the first pub. You wouldn't expect me to walk past the first pub, would you? Good one, it's the King's Head. Yeah, and you're wrong. I'm not going there. It's just a lovely pub. I went there on one of the other videos, so can't be that one, can it? I love this little place in Kettlewell. This little bridge right in the middle of the village. Have a look at it. It's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous. You can rent that. It's really nice. Living rooms upstairs, bedrooms downstairs. I can see a pub. I can see a pub. Is it going to be that pub? You see it? The Racehorses Hotel. Straight in front of me. Oh no, dilemma. Bluebell Inn. You guessed, yeah. Yeah, it's this one, the Bluebell Inn. So it's the Bluebell Inn, not the racehorse. So let's see if we've got that pint I was telling you on the post. Pints of Frankie Goes to Hollywood, please. Don't serve that.
What?
Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Pints of Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Right.
I was told that was the local brew. I'm only joking.
I'm just trying to think of a sort of reply and a brain's gone dead.
I'll have an old speckled hen, please. Thank you very much. Had a worry there, didn't I?
Didn't that make one, mate? Because I've got my drink.
What are you drinking? Catch a goo-goo.
No, I'm drinking the Bluebell Bitter.
Oh, Bluebell Best Bitter?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, there's that pint I promised you. Old speckled hen, or locally called Frankie Goes to Hollywood. That was absolutely gorgeous. This young lady over here thinking, what the heck? Look, see, she's pretending to ignore me. She's on her phone thinking, what's this old idiot doing talking to a stick?
Most people do it now.
Yeah, they all talk to sticks round here. The farmers at the end of the day, they all walk around with them, talking to them. It's a nice pub. This is the Bluebell. As you can see, I've got a nice fire roaring behind me. My pants are drying off. I'm into my first pint. I better phone the missus to come and get hers. I might just wait a few more minutes though. Did you see the barmaid's face? A pint of Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I'm really upset she didn't have a clue who he was. I'm more upset she didn't have a clue who I was. Jules, it's me. I'm just walking into the village now. I'm going to the Bluebell for a change. So I'll see you in there, and I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Oh well, you might be there before me. But if you are, get us a beer. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, no. Come straight away. All right. So see you in a bit, darling. Bye.